KSI.
I think they understand the marketing side of it. That's one thing that bothers me.
Like, not everybody has the numbers as a Canelo or a Mayweather, because why? Unstoppable.
I'm just kidding.
Fuck KSI. Damn, man. I was gonna ask you, man. What are your thoughts on the idea of YouTube boxing making an even greater transition now? Like, cause fuck, man, it's coming at all sides. You either see Jake.
Now they're promoters too. They got their own promotion company.
Yeah, misfits. Like, what are your thoughts on all this? Like, the thoughts on KSI,
MVP.
like the zone partnership there.
Yep.
But they're on their third one. They already had the third one, right? It's in
I
Texas.
don't think they understand the marketing side of it. That's one thing that bothers me. Like Jake Paul's like, oh, I want these fighters to get paid a lot of money, blah blah blah. But
yeah,
you get paid what you bring in.
Yeah.
You know, like if you don't bring in a lot of money, a lot of viewers, I mean, don't expect to get paid a bunch. And a lot of the fighters that he's complaining trying to get to get paid, they don't really bring in a lot of viewers. And especially boxing now, it's like no one's really watching boxing no more because you got the UFC. Like the way the UFC's structured, it's not like, oh, you want to fight this guy? I mean, if y'all want to fight, then that's up to y'all, you know. Or you're gonna fight him. If you don't fight him, then I'm taking your belt or blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Like how it is in boxing, it's you can fight this guy or this guy or this guy. This guy might beat you, so you shouldn't fight him. You can beat this guy and you'll get more fans. But like, fuck that, bro. You're gonna fight this guy because this is what the fans want to see.
Yeah.
This is what makes sense.
You're gonna fight him because he's the best.
Yeah.
If he's the best, he should go after you.
That's one thing
if you're
I
the
love
champ.
about the UFC. Like, I'll talk my shit about the fighters or whatever, but
yeah.
They don't pick who they get to fight. I mean, they'll probably be like, give me some time or whatever, but it's not like they don't get to just say.
And coming from like YouTubers, they'll drag that shit out.
Yep.
You know, that's what people don't understand. They need to drag it out because why? It's content.
Yep.
Like, what do? I have a podcast. Why? Because then I can make clips later. Because the lifespan of having someone on here, say if someone wanted to promote something, okay, we're promoting it for however long you're here and however long we flow. It's content. That's what we do. But it's a different thing with boxing. Like, not everybody has the numbers as a Canelo or a Mayweather. Because why? You got to say, hey, that's a Mayweather situation. Mayweather brings what he brings. Or McGregor brings what he brings.
Followers. He's gonna, like, you have your big names that they get paid money, but it's because they're entertaining. You know? It's like Kobe Covington said. They were going to cut him from the UFC. He was boring. He was winning his fights. But he wasn't selling.
Yeah.
That's why he's an asshole now, is because he has to be entertainment and sell a fight.
Mm-hmm.
That's something that I feel like these YouTubers, they don't understand because they already have the fan base that's supporting them and everything, making them the money.
They've gone backwards a little bit. And now they're trying to transition that way.
Yeah, and they think, oh, if you're fighting, you're putting your life on the line. You should get paid $1 million for that fight. No, you got to build your name.
You got to build it.
Yeah,
like,
sucks, but that's...
How big is the card itself? Is it gargantuan?
It's not just boxing. It's all sports in general. You know, like you got players, Dallas Cowboys getting paid hella money because everybody's watching the Cowboys. You got players at Manchester United getting paid hella money in soccer because they bring a lot of people in. It's my phone calling.
Uh-oh.
So yeah, you got players at Manchester United playing because that's a big marketing club.
Yeah, and how many eyes are watching it? How many eyes are watching football?
Watching
Everybody.
Yep.
You know, or like, hey, WrestleMania. How many people watch that a year? A lot of people. Even if the casual viewer, they're all going to tune in that time of year. Yep. Super Bowl. Like, if it's not as a big event as that, how do you expect...
Or like, I'm pretty sure Roman Reigns is making the most money in the UFC because everybody loves Roman Reigns and wants to watch Roman Reigns.
In the UFC?
WWE.
In the WWE, yeah. Or the same thing goes for Logan Paul. Yeah. You know, we were going to get into him a little bit later on, but Logan Paul, man, like, he's in the WWE. Why?
Bringing eyes, and he has his young fan base coming in.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody either that or they just want to see Logan Paul lose.
Mm-hmm. That was the whole point.
Either way, they're paying.
That's one of the parts of wrestling that every wrestler has to go through. You have to bring the eyes to you.
That's bringing the YouTube community, and then whatever YouTubers, like you have KSI posting, so like you have KSI fans that want to watch Logan Paul. You have the Face Clan, like, oh shit, Logan Paul. So Face Clan fans are gonna watch Logan Paul. So it's not just Logan's fan base; it's the people that fuck with Logan and their fan bases too. So it's like they all branch in and watch. And so that's probably, you know, it's not about, you can be a badass fighter, but you also got to sell a fight too. It's entertainment at the end of the day.
Exactly. And Logan Paul came in the best way possible. He brought in all these fans, and he trained properly
Yep.
in order for, hey,
And he actually looks like he knows what the fuck he's doing.
exactly,
He
and
fought on a busted up knee.
busted up knee.
And then you have Jake Paul who doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. And you
Exactly, you
can
could tell. Like,
Yeah.
and he may have only had a couple matches in WWE so far, but man, like
He looks
SummerSlam,
good.
he's on SummerSlam. He looked great.
Yeah.
He went WrestleMania, like the biggest event,
He
and
looked
showed
good.
out. And then now he main events.
Yep.
You know, they had to sell somebody for this big crown jewel event. They had to. That had to be a definite.
That's badass.
And
with the fucking busted knee, he had a torn ACL, MCL, and what, meniscus?
it was viral.
Yes.
Hell
I didn't
yeah.
know that. Like, that's crazy. It's not just, oh, we're YouTubers, we're gonna go do this shit. They take that shit serious.
And like another thing that attributes to that is another person in like AEW, like MJF, they realize, or someone can make a point, oh, he only wrestles a couple times a year, but that's because how much heat he has behind him.
Yeah.
And how much he draws it out, or story wise, they have him wrestle so few often because it makes it special, you know, type thing. The fact that Logan Paul has had 4 matches and he only wrestled 3 or 4 times this year, or I don't know how many times he wrestled, but he wrestled only just under a handful.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, what does that tell about him?
Yeah.
You know, and it gives him more time to be able to come back if he wants to, and then they can break it again.
It's gonna be a while till he comes back, though. He just recover right.
Because there is an actual wear and tear. You know, not everybody can actually do that. That's why, like, the people who actually do it, they do it type shit. And that's all she wrote.